Okay, let's go with another exercise, and this is from Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Facebook. So the exercise says max area of island. So we got the zeros and ones from the array, and those ones represents an island, and we need to return the maximum area of the island. So as you can see, probably this is that one. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 is the answer here. And when there is no island, there's a 0, right? So this is typically the solution, the DFS solution, or BFS solution. It doesn't really matter. Maybe matter for some cases, but I'm going to go with the DFS solution. So I'm going to iterate through the 1 here, and if there's something next to this one, I'm going to iterate further from that one. And when I'm going to hit the island, this 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, then I'm going to go here, then go here. I try to go here, and there's a 0, so I'm going to go further. And then I went here, and I increment some kind of a counter in recursive call. I'm going to have that counter, but I'm going to recursively call the +1 when I hit someone. Okay, and then when I'm here, I'm going to check another positions. So I'm going to hit here and then here, and so on and so forth. So let's start coding it. So first of all, we want to iterate through all the elements. And then I++, and for int j, if I can type properly, grid of I dot length and j++. Okay, and we are going to iterate only if we got a 0. So we need to check grid of I and j is equal to 1. Only if we get 1. That's a little bit. Okay, and now we need to like check the maximum values into we need to declare a variable that reflects the maximum value. So now it's 0, initial value is 0, and the max would be max of max and our recursive call. So this is DFS. Okay, so now we want to create a method that is this DFS method. So public and DFS, what it would have, then for sure it will have a grid. So we want to know that there is a 1 in the grid. So and I and j, and that's probably it, because we won't going to have a current maximum, because when we are like iterating through the ones, we are just incrementing, adding +1 to the result. Okay, so some kind of a null checking here is equal to 0, and I is less than grid.length. Okay, and j is more than equal to 0, and j is less than grid of I dot length. Okay, and now we want to make sure that it's also a 1 to increment our counter, so that we can have it in one line, also one liner. So grid of 1 and j is equal to 1, and now we'll see what happens. So now we're going to return the 1, because for sure we have a 1 here. Yes, so we're going to increment that one, and we want to have we would want to go from all four directions. So this is a grid I and j, and let's go and fill that out. 4 directions: 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1. Okay, and that seems to be it, and we just need to return a max. That pretty much concludes it. Let's see, oh, for sure we need to fill that out, I and j. Okay, and there's also one thing we need to remember, that when we are iterating through those ones, we for sure want to remove that one, so we won't going to iterate multiple times, because now if we would go up, then it would be recursive call in infinity, so that would be circular dependency. Okay. So we need to iterate like attach it to 0, and that's supposed to be working, but there are some issues. 21th line, where is the issue? missing return statement. Okay, 0. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And it's the best it can be. So yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe if you like it, and yeah, goodbye.